There's a certain magic in Nepal you feel the moment you arrive. It's a land of towering peaks and ancient stories, but beyond the famous trails lies a quieter Nepal. Hidden paths wind through valleys few outsiders ever see, leading to places where the modern world feels distant. Here, adventure means solitude, discovery, and authenticity. Imagine walking for days without seeing another tourist, surrounded by landscapes so vast they take your breath away. This is the Nepal I sought, the heart of the Himalayas, far from the crowds. I wanted to understand the lives of those who call these remote mountains home. The allure of these regions is powerful. It's about more than scenery. It's about stepping back in time. On these trails, you're not just a visitor, you're a guest, relying on the kindness of strangers and your own determination. The mountains become your constant companions, their snowy peaks watching over every step. With each mile, you shed the layers of your ordinary life and become more present, more alive. My journey began with a simple map and a deep curiosity. I set out to explore places like Napu and Sum Valley, lands once closed to outsiders. These are sacred places, protected by high passes and deep gorges, home to hidden monasteries and unique cultures. I didn't know what I'd find, but I knew the real adventure lay in the unknown. So with my backpack ready and my heart full of anticipation, I set off. The call of the unseen mountains was too strong to ignore. I was ready for whatever lay ahead. This is where the true journey begins. Leaving Kathmandu's chaos behind, a small plane drops you at a hillside airstrip. Then the real trek begins. The air is cleaner, the sounds different, mule bells, glacial rivers, and the hush of vast green hills. The scale is humbling. You feel small in a landscape that swallows you whole. The first days test your body and spirit. Aching legs, burning lungs, endless stone staircases. But every step rewards you with incredible views. Rhododendron forests, suspension bridges swaying above roaring rivers. These bridges are lifelines for locals and a rite of passage for trekkers. Prayer flags flutter everywhere, sending wishes for peace into the wind. You pass ancient Mani walls carved with Buddhist mantras, following traditions that connect you to this place. The world you left behind fades. No phone, no internet, just a simple routine. Wake, walk, eat, sleep. A warm cup of tea at day's end feels like luxury. Dalbert becomes the fuel for your journey. You start to appreciate the simple things and live in the moment. The trail strips away the unnecessary, leaving only what matters. Here, you're not just passing through, you're part of a living culture. The beauty and simplicity of the trail change you. You become more present, more grateful. This is the magic of the hidden Himalayas. Every day you step further into a different world. And you never want to leave. Life on the trail has its own rhythm. Early mornings, cold air, and the promise of new horizons. You wake before sunrise, pack by headlamp, and eat a simple breakfast to fuel the day. As sunlight paints the peaks pink and gold, you set off. Bistari, Bistari, slowly, slowly. The pace is gentle, letting you adjust to altitude and truly see the world around you. You notice wildflowers, soaring eagles, and the quiet beauty of the path. Lunch is a break at a humble tea house. Sweet milk tea, dal bhat, and stories shared with fellow trekkers. These moments of connection are as important as the walk itself. The afternoon brings more miles, more villages, and the comfort of a warm stove at day's end. In the tea house common room, trekkers gather, playing cards, reading, sharing tales from the trail. Another simple meal, then early to bed, lulled by the wind and dreams of tomorrow's mountains. This repeating rhythm becomes your life. The simplicity is freeing. You find joy in the routine, in the company, and the journey itself. The trail teaches patience, presence, and gratitude. Each day is a gift, each step a lesson. The mountains shape your days and your spirit. This is the rhythm of the hidden Himalayas, and it stays with you long after you leave. Deeper into the valleys, villages appear, remote, timeless, and alive with tradition. Stone houses cling to steep hillsides, terraced fields cascading below. Life is hard, but community is strong. People rely on each other to survive. You see women weaving, men ploughing with yaks, children laughing in winding paths. No roads, no cars. Everything arrives on foot or mule. The simplicity makes you reflect on what's truly necessary for happiness. In sacred places like Sum Valley, non-violence shapes daily life. No hunting, deep respect for all living things. Ancient monasteries perch on cliffs, filled with murals, incense, and the sound of monks chanting. These encounters are moving, a glimpse into a world where spirituality and nature are inseparable. Happiness here is about family, faith, and resilience. The challenges are many, but people live with grace and dignity. Visiting these villages isn't just about seeing something new, it's about learning what matters. The connection to land and tradition is sacred. You leave with a new understanding of strength and simplicity. The lessons of these ancient villages linger long after you're gone. They change the way you see the world. The Himalayas are defined as much by their people as their peaks. Porters, true heroes, carry impossible loads with quiet strength and a smile. Tea house families welcome you with warmth, sharing stories and simple meals by the fire. Conversations, even in broken English, create real connections. Children run the trails with infectious energy, their joy a reminder of what's truly important. A simple game or a shared photo brings laughter and friendship. Guides become teachers, protectors and friends, reading the mountains, sharing culture, and encouraging you when you falter. Their knowledge and kindness are invaluable. By journey's end, these faces feel like family. The bonds you form are as lasting as the memories of the mountains. Every encounter shapes your experience. The people of the Himalayas are the heart of the journey. Their stories stay with you, and you carry their spirit home. Trekking the remote Himalayas is no holiday. It's a true test. Some days every step is a struggle. Aching muscles, pounding head, biting wind. Comforts are few. No hot showers, basic food, and isolation far from help. You confront fears, dizzying bridges, sudden storms, the unknown. Doubt creeps in, but pushing through is what makes the journey meaningful. You discover strength you never knew you had. The rewards are immense. Reaching a high pass, surrounded by endless peaks, feeling on top of the world. Sunrise reveals sacred mountains, and the beauty can move you to tears. The greatest reward is internal. Confidence, resilience, and gratitude. You appreciate your own strength, the kindness of strangers, and the wild beauty around you. The trek strips away the non-essential, revealing what you're truly capable of. It changes you, leaving a mark that lasts long after you leave the mountains. Every hardship is balanced by moments of awe. The challenge is the journey. The reward is who you become. You return home different, stronger, more grateful, more alive. The mountains teach you what matters, and that lesson stays with you forever. This is why we seek the hidden trails, for the challenge and the reward. The people of the high Himalayas are more than inhabitants. They're guardians of sacred peaks. Their deep spiritual connection to the mountains shapes every aspect of life. They live in harmony with nature, taking only what they need and giving back. Ingenious farming, careful resource sharing, and ancient wisdom sustain these communities. As visitors, we must respect both culture and environment, leave no trace, use less plastic, and honor local customs. Simple gestures, asking before photos, dressing modestly, learning a few local words, go a long way. Our presence should help preserve, not harm, these fragile places. By showing respect, we build trust and ensure tourism benefits everyone. The guardians of the Himalayas teach us to live with humility and care. Their example is a lesson for the world. Let's honor it every step of the way. Leaving the mountains is hard. The city feels like another planet after weeks of peace. You miss the clean air, the simplicity, the warmth of a namaste. The mountains leave their mark, carried in your heart and your memories. The journey changes you. New confidence, deeper gratitude, and a clearer sense of what matters. You feel a responsibility to protect these places and support the people you met. Sharing your story becomes a way to raise awareness and encourage responsible travel. You make a silent promise to the mountains, to honor their lessons and help preserve them. This promise shapes your choices long after you return. The journey doesn't end at the airport. It's just the beginning. The mountains have given you a gift, a new perspective. In return, you commit to giving something back. That's the true legacy of the hidden trails. Trekking the hidden Himalayas is more than a physical journey. It's a journey within. The silence gives you space to reflect, to see your life with new eyes. The vastness puts your worries in perspective. Gratitude becomes your guide. You learn patience, resilience, and compassion for others and yourself. The simple joys, a warm meal, a sunset, a friendly face, become treasures. This mindset is the best souvenir you can bring home. The mountains test and reward you, revealing beauty and kindness everywhere. They teach you about yourself and your place in the world. If you feel the call of the mountains, listen. The journey will change you in ways you can't imagine. The stories I've shared are just a glimpse of what awaits. There are always more hidden paths to explore. Thank you for joining me on this journey.